may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Set, 19. Watch the boot, watch the boot. 24 is the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 30 on second down, Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They'll run on first down with Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, Watson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down at 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff now to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 25 on second down, Goff. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On first down, it's Goff. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Right now, no questioning the toughness of the Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonnu Smith. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Watson. Forced out to, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll try the air now with Goff. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Goff. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Akers has got the first down and then some.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is not.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Running left, Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. They follow up the game on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 66 yards on the ground for him so far.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
They'll run here with Taylor.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Now James returning.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Taking a shot for Samuel. They got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went to that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. He's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And just shutting him off there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Cardinals 21.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watson's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamin Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Watson on 1st down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 8 coming up.
Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. They find some open field here.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Cards are right back in this football game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's got Smith here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the 50, it's Goff. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. It's Goff. They still can't get it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Throwing now, Watson. And he'll look downfield for Waller. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to the ending.
Or as our friends in value country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.